habitual occupation of most of our fertile land by others and not by ourselves. That we objected to, and the British should know that. This is Zimbabwe.
We're having a problem with land grabs here, where there's a gentleman selling our properties out to people and claiming the land belongs to him. He's taking money from the community, selling our land off, threatening us that they'll burn us down if we interfere and we will never get a land and the land belongs to him. And we're getting no help from the government or the police force in Didier even to get rid of the...
So let's talk about this new law of expropriation without compensation, which is the new lunatic law the ANC, including their communist buddies, decided to sign in. You know, sometimes you literally think to yourself, do the ANC and the EFF actually live in South Africa, or do they live in Uranus? No pun intended. Understand this is, how is it that you're going to sign in a law that has never worked in any country? I mean, it has been tried and tested in Cuba, in Venezuela. The list is long. It is so long, it's similar to a macro slip. And none of those countries have ever succeeded in expropriation without compensation. Now, the ANC has got funny ways of fooling us when it comes to expropriation without compensation. And what do I mean? What I mean is, the ANC basically realized during apartheid, many white South Africans owned a lot of buildings. So they owned many flats in suburbs such as Hillbrow, Sunnyside, Scottsville, the list goes on and on. Now, they realized that let us create, this is my thoughts by the way, they realized that let us create what we call porous borders. These porous borders will allow for foreign nationals that come from all these third world, godforsaken countries such as Nigeria, such as Zimbabwe and Mozambique. We literally have terrorists flooding over the borders. We've got drug dealers, we've got pimps that come and pimp young girls, flooding over the borders, wanting to take over buildings, hijack buildings, because the owners have now gone back to Europe, hijack buildings. And don't forget, the hijacking the buildings, they've got a scheme, Now listen to the scheme. We call the police to say, the building has been hijacked and now it's becoming a brothel. The ANC does absolutely fuck all. They do nothing. After doing nothing, they realize, oh shuck. They're like, this building is in an unconducive environment. This building is now a brothel. They are now prostitutes selling themselves to whoever has got a wiener between their legs. I mean, really. You don't realize the link between immorality and the expropriation without compensation. It isn't a joke. You know, the ANC has allowed everything to be so dilapidated, to be so cucked, to a point where they say, listen, it's too dangerous for us to leave it like this. So in order for us to deal with this, let us have this expropriation without compensation in the public interest. Whose public interest? I don't know many black South Africans that have an interest in staying in Hillbrow. For me, black South Africans find much better refuge in a township than staying in Hillbrow. The only guys that enjoy staying in Hillbrow are the illegal aliens from Nigeria, who commit crime day in and day out. Therefore, we've got expropriation without compensation. This is an ANC-funded gimmick. Look at the city of Tshwane. The city of Tshwane is going to roll out expropriation without compensation under Action SA. The idea is they will be taking these hijacked buildings where these Nyauba boys used to spend their days blowing their lives away, for God knows whatever reason. They take these buildings, they convert them into student accommodation. After converting them into student accommodation, who owns the building? That's the real question. I'll tell you, it's some tenderpreneur, it's another Kat Matlala, it's another Brown Mahotsi who benefits from this expropriation without compensation. So to my fellow black brothers, don't be fooled by the ANC's gimmicks of expropriation without compensation. because this was created by Nigerian brothels, it was created by Ethiopian spaza shops, it was created by Nyaupe boys that hijack buildings and spend their days blowing their lives away. So, I don't support crap, and I'll be quite honest with you, there is no place on earth where you get things for free and you think they're really free. Otherwise, you've got something wrong in your mind. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been this episode for 10 minutes with Kuhle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As well as you can sign up for membership. It is as cheap as 20 Rand. It helps to keep the lights on. And you can buy me a coffee in the super chats below. Good night.
I'm very afraid because we've got people at the back of our yards there. Xhosa people and colored people shouldn't be renting spaces at the back in the houses. They should be owning their own plots at the back there.
So what is the plan of action now? We are seeing that residents are getting ready to start their protest action. What is the plan from now onwards? Are you willing to engage the city once more? What is the plan of action on the ground as well?